Hello, welcome to this video. In this video, we will learn how to derive the formula of sequence 1100 or 111000 or 111000 Okay, the first thing you need to know, this is an alternating 0 and 1 with pair and with n numbers of 1 0, uh, the same n number of 1 and 0, and this is also is like a floor floor is like repeating, and it is like a floor. It is floor and minus 1 uh, power power sequence. So let's start this. First you need to know that uh, sequence number 1 that you need to know, that you need to learn, is minus 1 times n is generating a sequence, uh, 1 1 minus 1 1 minus 1 and 1 and so on. This is the first our first formula, and the second formula you can see uh, if we plus this one, it will become a 2 0 2 0 2 and so on. And if we want this is to be one, we want to be 1 0 1 0 1 0. Of course, we divide this all with 2. So 2 divided by 2 is 1. 0 divided by 2 is so 0. 2 by 2 is 1. 0 2 per 2 is 1. 0 per 2 is 0. 2 per 2 is 1. So our third formula is my, how to make this 2 become a 1. So we divide all with 2. So it will become 1 0 1 0 and 1. And also in the fourth, and so on. And the fourth equation, how about we this is we in this in the second formula with b plus with 1. How about in the fourth formula we minus 1, the minus 1 power to the n. It will become okay, this is will be minus 1 1 all. So 1 minus 1 is 0, and 1 minus 1 is minus 2, and 1 minus 1 is 0, minus 1 is 2, and so on. And 1 minus 1 is 0, so on. Okay, and how about we how about we how about we in the sixth and the fifth equation, how about we divide this all become with 2. It will become 0 minus 1, because minus 2 per divided by 2 is minus 1. 0 divided by 2, and this is the first 0 also divided by 2 is 0, and the third 0 is divided, and the second 0 is divided by 2 is 0, and minus 2 divided by 2 is minus 1. 0 minus divided 2, I mean, is 0. So if in the fifth formula we divide by the minus 1 power to the n minus 1, we divide by 2, it will become 0 minus 1, 0 minus 1, 0, and so on. And how about we times, we multiply with minus this all, it will become 0 plus minus, it will be 0 minus 1 minus 0 multiplied by, when multiply with minus 1 is will 0, minus 1 multiplied minus 1 is 1, 0 multiplied by minus 1 is 0, minus 1 multiplied by minus 1 is 1, 0 multiplied by minus 1 is 0. So we in the sixth uh, formula we times the fifth formula with minus 1 like this, and it will become minus 1 times n plus 1 divided by 2, and it will become another. We can change the formula becoming like this, minus the plus minus the plus uh, term go to the first term, the second term go to becoming the second first term, and this is first term become a second term. So it will become like this, and the sequence will be all divided by all times minus will be no 0 times minus 1 will be 0, minus 1 times minus 1 will be 1, 1 I mean 1, okay, 0 times minus 1 is 0, and minus 1 is 1, and minus 1 times minus 1 is 1, and 0 times minus 1 is 0, and so on. It becomes 0 and 0. So as you can see, this is kind like this one, but this one begin with 1, and this one begin with 0. So if you want to become the sequence become start with 0, you use this formula. And if you want to use the start the number with 1, you can use this formula. So this the and the last, we need to change this one, so it will be. And one more thing, uh, we need to change the formula of the 3. And one more thing, we need to change this formula 3, just to switch term 1 to term the term 1 to term 2, then term 2 to term 1 of the dividend. So it will become like this: 1 plus minus 1 power n divided by 2. So this basically this is the same, just switching the term. And so both of this is between 3.1 formula, and between the formula number 6 is both is begin with 1, and while the 3.1 is plus, and 6 formula is minus. So it is the characteristic of this. So if you want to the sequence begin with 1, it will 1 plus, and if you want the sequence begin with 0, it will 1 minus. So it will switch the plus or minus, depends on unit. And next and the next formula is formula 7 is floor. So basically you want to make this sequence and so on. It is floor. It is u. Uh, it is the un is equal n minus floor of n comma 2. So basically floor the n number. So this is begin from 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. So n minus floor n 3. So let's try this one. The index number 2 floor 2 divided by 3 floor is uh, 2 divided by 3 is 0.66, and the floor of 0.66 is 0, n minus 0 is 0. So 0 minus 0 is 0. So u0 is 0. u1, so let's try u1. Floor n floor and mine floor and comma 2, it means 1 per 3 is 0.33, 0.33, sorry, floor 0.3, the previous 0 and 0.3 is floor is 0, and floor of 0 is 0, and n minus floor n comma 3 is 0, minus 0 is mean this is the it means 0, and you for n equal 1, so floor n comma 2 it mean floor uh, 1 divided by 3 is 0.33, and the floor of 0.33 is 0, and 0.0 is. So let's repeat. Floor n comma 3 when n is 1. 1 per 3 is 1 divided by 3 is 0.33. Floor of 0.33 is 0. And the n1 is 1. So 1 minus 0 is 1. So sorry, basically this is my fault. We don't begin the index with from 0, but we can begin the index with 0, but I think it's more the formula that I just want to know, that I just want to show you, is easier when this index is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So let's begin. So let's begin again from the beginning. Let's try U0, U1. 1 one floor 1 comma 2 is 1 per 3 is 0.33. For floor of 1 0.33 is 0, and n is 1, so it is 1 minus 0 is 1. So it not 0 anymore, it will change to 1. And let's try this U2. Floor 2.2 comma 3 is 2.2 divided by 3 is 0.66. The floor of 0.66 is 0, and the n is 2, so 2 minus 0 is 2, so and so on. So this is the formula. Okay, this 6, this 7 is, I would just want to show you that this is the formulas that related, that impact to this to our quest, that is finding the formula sequence of 11 comma 0 0 comma 11 comma 0 0 in this one. So there are seven formula that you just need to know. So next, let's try how can we make this one 11001. So let's rewrite the formula that we want to search. You see that this is like repeating. This is if you change to 1, change to 0, and change to 1. It is like repeating repeating number that minus 1 times n plus 1 divided by 2. This is like using that. So this is the great assumption or great conclusion. So indeed, this formula, it is used to this sequence, but you need to know that we need to know that if we start this word 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so this time we start the index from 0, the previous the 7, we start the 7 formula, we start from 1, so it doesn't matter because 7 is not used, but formula 7 is not used, but you can see the characteristic of the 7 the floor. So if you see that 0 and 1, the index 1 is the same with index 0, and index 3 is the same as index 2, and index 5 is same as index 4. So it is like a floor. So so the formula will be, so if you see that when n is 0, we want the power is 0, and when, because minus 1 times power 0 is 1, plus 1 is 2, 2 divided by 2 is 1. So if n 1 like this, we want the n the power will be 0 also. So if we want to, the n is 2, we want the power will be 1, because minus 1 power by power to 1 is minus 1 plus 1, is minus 1, minus 1 plus 1 is 0, 0 divided by 0, divided by 2 is 0. So in the 3 we want the power is 1, and in 4 we want power to be 2, because and 5 is divided 2. So how can we can this? So the formula for this is the floor of power and 2. So so if we take 1 per 2, for instance, let's try this one. Power is 1, so floor power 1 and 2. 1 divided by 2 is 0.1. Floor is sorry, let's try this. Sorry, my bad again. This is not the power we need, but this is not the power we need to map to relate to map to power to n, but the n we need to map to power. So this is floor of n divided by 2. So power is equal floor of n divided by 2. So this one we need to replace with this one, with the formula of this. So let's try if n is equal 1, and for 1 this is n equal to, I mean n equal to 2 per 2 is 1, floor 1 is 1, so it is correct. So let's try this one. Power is equal floor n comma 2, so is equal floor 3 comma 2. 3 divided by 2 is 1.5, and floor of 1.5 is 1, so power is 1, so it's correct. So let's try one more time. Let's try when n is 5, so power is equal floor of n comma 2, and is equal floor 5 comma 2. 5 divide by 2 is 2.5, floor of 2.5 is 2, so the result is 2, so it's correct. It's correct. So the formula is for power of floor and 2. So this is become un is equal minus 1 floor of n comma 2 plus 1 divided by 2. So this is for we get the formula for two consecutive 0 0, two consecutive 1 1 and 0 0 and 1 1. So how about three consecutive 1 1 and 0 0? So let's begin again the exploration. So first, number in the index. Uh, you may guess this is 1, this 1, this is 0, index 1, I mean 0, index 0, index 1, index 2, index 3, index 4, index 5. So, and so on, 1 and 1 and 1, index 6, 7, 6, 7 and 8. So, basically the same. We need to map the n to power. So, no, okay. Uh, this is the same. We need this. There is a like a 1 and 0. You can see the characteristic list like like a group of 1 and 0. It's repeating, but this time they have three symbols. So when you use 1 0 1 0, there is only one uh, symbol. But this is three symbols, and that's the clue to use it. So it is will be used UN. This will also use UN Anderson characteristics, but we need to modify this formula. So this basically use this, but we need to modify, and you can see that if the index is 0, we want the value is index 1 is we want the value same is index 2, and index 1 we need to same value as index 0, and index 2 we need the same value as index S2, index 4 we need the same value as index 3, index 5 we need the same value to index 3, and index 7 we need the same value as index 6, and index 8 we need the same value, we need to be same value with index 8, index 6. So index 8 we need the same to be the same value as index 6. So we need to map the all the stuff like number, and there is this is power this need no index 0 1 2 we need to the same sign number with index 0 power 2, because we need 1 minus 1 is uh, uh, power 0, and 3 4 5 we need the same with 1 1 1 I mean, and 6. So let's prepare this. 0 is become 0 0 0, and 2 become 0, 3 3 we need when index 3 we need the power of n is 1. When index 4 when n is 4 we need the power to be 1. When index the power of minus 1 is to be 1. When n is 5 we need index we need the power of minus 1. So this is power of minus 1. So power of minus 1 power of power of. So let's repair this. Power of minus 1. So if we have n, we need power of minus 1 is power of this minus 1 is 5. So 6 is we need to the power of 1 is 2, and 7 is 2, and 8 is 2. Again, this table, this sequence is power equal floor n times 3, comma 3. So you see that it changes to 3 when the consecutive the consecutive 1 and 0 is changed to 3, and when the consecutive uh, 0 and 1 is changed to 2, it is comma 2. So we can say that n, it can see this is become a k, so n comma k. So let's repair our our formula that we just have here. This is our eighth formula. okay, no, this is, let's try this. We call this the formula 8, and we need to have a formula number 9 with different. So un is equal minus 1 times floor of n comma k plus 1 divided by 2. This is the 9. This is the 8-1 formula. It means formula 8 modified with this floor and k. So it is also, so this is the end result. So just basically made. So let's try the last sequence 1 1 1 4 consecutive 0 and 1. So this is the sequence, and 0 and 0 and 0 0 and so on. So as you can see, we need 1 2 3 4 5 6. We need to know that uh, when index is 1, we need the power. When index is 0, we need power of minus to be 0. When index is 1, we need 0. 2 is 0. 3 is 0 until we get 4. And 4 so is 1 2 3, and 4 is 1, and 5 is 1, 6 is 1, I mean 6 6 is 1 also, 7 is 1, and 8 is 2, 9 is 2, 10 is 2, and 11 is 2, 12 is 3. So this is the, so let's repeat this. One index 1, we need the value of index 1 is same as index 0, and 2 is 0 as 0, 3 is 0 same as 0, 4 5 is same as 5, 6 is same as 4, 7 same as 4, and let's try that so to be clear. 8 9 is same as 8, 10 is same as 8, and 11 is same as 8, and 13 is same as 12, 14 is same as 12, 15 is same as 12. So this is so how you can map this from n to power of minus is using this formula. The same formula, but with this time we change the n to 3 to 4, comma 4 to n to comma 4. So basically you can see that this is follow when the number of follow the number of consecutive 1. So we can name this car. So if we use this, if we make a formula again, this sequence, it is become floor n comma 4 plus 1 divided by 2. So basically this is the same as this formula. So this is the our formula. But one more thing, we need to add this one with minus. So when you use this with plus, it will become generate 1 0 1 0. And if you use this and k with okay, so let's try. If you use this plus, it will generate 1 plus, and k is 2, so plus and k is equal to, it will generate 0 1 comma 1 comma 0 comma 0. And if you use minus and the k is 2, it is generate 0 0.0 0.1 0.1. So that's basically how you can uh, derive the formula of this sequence. So let's one more last thing. Let's try that on the formula on the open office or calc or excel. So this is the n, this is the n per k, this is floor of n per k, and this is the un, this is k. If you change to k, k2 is it will and the symbol is plus, so this is the symbol plus. We will try to have symbol to minus. We will change this to minus if we need to minus, and if we change to plus if we want to change to plus. So right now we try to the plus and the k is 2. The symbol plus and the k is 2. So it will generate one. It will generate 1100 and 11. If we change this to 3, k to 3, it will generate un is 1 1. Don't look for this for a while, but look for this sequence 0 of un. This is un. So it will generate 3 consecutive 11000. So if we change to 4, it will generate 4 consecutive of 1 1 and 0 0 1 1. So if basically we need to expand this a little more, so we get new data like that, and we need to expand this also, and we need to expand this, and we need to expand this. As you can see, there is 4 for 1 and 4 0 according to k, following the k number. So if we change to minus, it will start from 0. So change this to minus and using k, and paste this all to the right, and you can see it will change to n minus 1. So basically we forget that we need to add minus also in front. So back to our charts. This is still lack of that. We need to change the, yeah, one more thing, one touch of this, uh, to be sure that to be we need to modify this. So we need to modify to this using un plus minus 1 floor n comma k, and divide by 2. So n plus, and this is the final result of our formula. 1 plus minus 1 power floor n comma k divided by 2, with k is how many consecutive 1 and 0 that you like, and n is the index. So that's it. And go back to calc. We need to make so we need to make a few modification. So let's try to this one, and we add this one as 1 plus, and we erase this, and we include 1 plus first. So and paste this to the left. As you can see, we use plus now, and we follow the 1 plus power 1 minus 1 to the n per k. This is the n per k. Before is n per k, then floor of n per k. This is before the floor n per k, and divide by 2. So if you choose plus, the formula will start with 1 1, and k is 4. This the sequence. I mean the sequence will start with 4, and using 4 times 4 1 and 0. If you change to plus, if you change to minus and copy all to the right, it will start from 0, and copy this, it will start from 0. So we will play with this formula first. We need to change this k to 1. It will become a 0 0 1 1. So two consecutive number following the k number according to k. And if you change to this to 3, it will become 3 consecutive numbers, 0 0 and 1 1 and 0 0, and it just if you continue it will generate 3 0 0 here. But if you just press 1, it will 0 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1 0 1. Okay, so this is basically we are succeed to generate our sequence using this method. So you can see the final line that you need to know that uh, uh, there's a connection between this formula and between the floor formula, this floor formula, the floor formula, and this floor formula, and also the minus the third formula. So there is a connection that this formula, this sequence use. There is a connection between the formula 3 and formula number 7. There is connection between it to find the sequence. You can make sure you can. I hope you understand, and you can use different for different for example. You can say with 1 2 1 2. Maybe you can understand with this. This is the equal as n floor 2 n comma 2 because it is 2 until 2. There is a characteristic of this also. If you start with 1 3 4 1 3 4 1 2 3 4, I mean it will the n will be n minus floor or n comma 4. So there's a connection between the formula number 3 and formula number 7, and how we derive the formula number 3 we explain one by one from formula number 1 uh, to formula number 2 and formula number 2 to number 3. So how we can generate this formula we also explain. That is from formula number 1 to formula number 2 and formula number 2 to formula number 3. I hope you like this video. Don't forget to like, subscribe or comment down below. Thank you very much for watching. I hope this is useful for you. Thank you.